You know, it's funny because all year this is a wonderful product to take, but I think in the summertime in particular, you really notice if you're dealing with circulation issues, it is so hot everywhere. I mean,
it's hot here in St. Petersburg.
It's so hot. But it really has been record-breaking heat. I think in Colorado this week it was record-breaking heat. So no matter where you live, and there's nothing worse if you do have circulation issues and then you're trying to cope in this heat. There's nothing worse.
It's hot everywhere. In fact, I remember Muriel's mom lives in Paris, and it was hotter in Paris than it was in just a couple of weeks ago than it was in Las Vegas.
No kidding.
Yeah. I mean, even in Europe, there were.
Oh, I guess I saw that. People in the fountains, they were swimming in the fountains.
All over Europe. It was over in Spain and parts of France and Italy. It was over 100 degrees. So now they're calling it, it's like a heat bubble or something like that. I forget what they're calling it, but it's just, and the heat really can challenge the circulation in our extremities. Plus, they're more visible. This is the time of year where we're wearing shorts or skirts or whatever, dresses, wearing things that expose our legs. And if our veins aren't as healthy appearing as we'd like, then that could be embarrassing or not desirable. But this is a product that can make a difference. And I always say a profound difference. And you really need to read the reviews. This is a product that when I first was looking at the science and first had the ingredient described to me by someone from France, I sort of dismissed it. It sounded too good to be true. But then I dug into the science. And the science was beyond exciting, beyond compelling, and not a little bit of science, but an abundance of science. I was astounded 25 years ago that no one had sought to bring this ingredient, diosmin, this extract of orange rind, over to America. So we had to go through that process, and diosmin is the key ingredient in the product today. We've increased its potency, we've improved its bioavailability, and we've added 3 other ingredients. So the product is better than ever. And just basically, if you're someone who the blood vessels, the veins in your feet, ankles, and calves don't look as the same as they used to look, if your legs don't feel the same as they used to feel, maybe they're more restless, maybe they're heavier, maybe they just get cramps at night when you're trying to sleep. With this product, those are not problems. Those are just opportunities. And those are opportunities for this product to, even if you're skeptical, it's an opportunity for this product to show you how effective it is, and just to have you write the kind of reviews that this product has, which among all my products probably has some of the most passionate reviews.
It does make sense, doesn't it? That if your veins, your tissues, your capillaries, if they're healthier, you're gonna feel better. Let's start there. You're gonna feel better. It's gonna look better. They're going to look better and you're going to feel better. Because when Andrew talks about when our calves or our ankles or our feet are swelling, that's liquid seeping out of our tissues, out of our veins, out of our capillaries. And so the healthier that our veins are, the better we're gonna feel, the better our legs, our feet, our ankles, calves are gonna look.
Exactly.
It just makes perfect sense. It really does.
No, it's when you have it's like having a more effective plumbing system.
Yes.
So the walls don't leak, things don't flow through, and things don't linger, because your blood is constantly being pumped down to your feet, ankles, and calves, and the only way it leaves is being pushed from behind. So if your blood vessels aren't well toned, what happens? They enlarge. And also what happens, fluid seeps out. So you want things to move and move efficiently. You want the walls of those blood vessels to be well toned. And that's what this product contributes to. Tomorrow, I won't read the science now, but tomorrow I'll read the science. Right. And the science is crystal clear. The science talks about, I could probably just grab a chart right now. Here, so we'll read some science now. But from the International Angiology, and angiology, that's study of circulation, the efficacy was clearly demonstrated. We're talking about the key ingredient, diosmin, with a rapid improvement of functional signs in the first months being maintained till the end of the study. The reduction of ankle and calf circumference, meaning that the ankle and calf were smaller using this product, is probably linked to a decrease in plasma filtration, what Colleen was saying, that leakage through capillary walls. This fact confirms the positive role of diosmin with hesperidin on tissue microcirculation. And I have dozens of charts like that unequivocally speak to the rapid and clear benefits that these ingredients can provide. So if your circulation doesn't feel or doesn't look, your legs or ankles and calves the way they used to, you could accept that as just a normal part of the aging process that you can't do anything about. Or you can find out that you could actually do something about it. And I've been talking about this product for over 20 years, and about 95% of the reviews on it are positive. I think almost 85% are 5-star reviews.
That's true.
So,
I mean, you can go read, there are thousands, over 2,300 perfect reviews on this product. I want to show you one more time what the choices are. I need to remind you, this is a monthly special. The majority of them have been ordered for the month, by the way. So just to give you a heads up, and Andrew's not here until September, and this will not be a monthly special in September. So my point to all of you, if you'd like to take advantage of it and try it, this is the next best thing to a Today Special.
Absolutely.
It will
the only
be a Today
thing
Special
different
next year.
with the Today Special, we'll have a larger size.
Right.
And it's a little bit, in the largest size, it's a little bit lower per capsule. But this is the best pricing of the year, other than in the beginning, sometime in the beginning of 2020, we'll have a Today Special.
There we go.
So this will last at 2 capsules a day. The large size will last almost perfectly to the Today Special.
I love it. And you know what? These are all 5 flex, guys. 5 flex. So what does that mean here? What is 8
5
times
flex
5?
at 80, that would be
So
about
that's
a little under
$16.
$16.
Under $16?
Yep.
That's amazing.
Yep.
This is as affordable as we've never done this.
And under $10 on the 180. And what's great actually about that 360, and I'll try to pay attention to this, because if that 360 is used 2 capsules a day, it would take you until the middle of January. And I think that's when our Today Special for this would be scheduled to be, somewhere in January, February. So
perfect.
It would take you perfectly, and you'd get the second best price, the monthly special, and the best price again in January.
Yep.
Because count on it, you'd reorder this product, you would not want to go a day without it. I have healthy circulation in my legs, really healthy circulation in my legs, but I love to mountain bike, and I'll do a 3-hour ride or longer. And some of the friends I ride with are much better cyclists than me. So I beat my legs up if I go for a long hike. And when I lay down at night, the last thing my legs want to do if I've done a great workout is go to sleep. And the only reason they do, and they can, the only difference for me has been this product. So for each of us, aging has implications and sensations or appearance, a thing that we notice that appears on our body. But this is an opportunity for whatever those implications might be for you in particular.